Hi everyone, it's Nishi, and in today's video what I want to talk about is why quarterly planning is so important for businesses that want to grow and scale and actually sell one day. And if you've actually read any books on this, so there's a really good one by Gino Wickman called Traction, and he explains why pretty much every successful business in the world has a quarterly planning process in place. You might have seen some interviews with people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and they talk about the importance of quarterly planning. Well, quarterly planning is essentially the process by which a business, even though it's got a long-term plan and long-term goals, it actually breaks those long-term goals up into quarterly bite-sized pieces that it can just attack in one go and in small little bits, and then eventually by doing the quarterly planning process over and over and over again, they get traction and they actually create the growth that they want. So this is my £1,000,000 processes scorecard. You might have seen other people with their own scorecard or other model, but the £1,000,000 process scorecard is essentially the 51 things that you've got to have in place if you want to have a business you can sell for over £1,000,000. How did I build this? Well, it's based on hundreds, probably thousands of conversations I've had with business owners over the years. I've seen what they've done well, what they don't do well, and also the biggest difference between the most successful business owners and the least successful. So I put all of that together to build this scorecard with the 51 things that need to be in place for that business to be worth over £1,000,000 in terms of sale value. So one thing, if you're a business owner looking at this, you probably think, wow, 51 things, that is overwhelming. And you'd be right to think that. A lot of people would just look at this at face value, and even if you're not looking at this model, you're just thinking about everything that just needs to be done in your business to get it to where it wants to be. It can be overwhelming. So having a quarterly planning process in place where you can actually take time out of your business to work on your business, be surrounded by other like-minded people, is absolutely crucial, because what it'll let you do is actually have a look at this model or any other model and then think about where you're strong, where you're weak, what you need to focus on most in terms of priorities, and then put together a short-term plan where you only focus on those 3 or 4 objectives, get them done, and then you keep repeating that process. So the idea is, even if you've got like a third of these 51 things in place before you start, what you'll then find is that if you are 2 years later, when you've done that process 8 times over, you've been to 8 quarterly planning days, you'll have got to a point where you've got the bulk of this in place, and then your business will be worth far more money and be far more profitable. So that's why quarterly planning is so important, because it reduces that overwhelm and creates that focus that you need to actually move that needle and get your business to a place where it's highly valuable. If you want to find out where you can actually get this model for yourself, then all you've got to do is just get in touch with me. We do have our next quarterly planning day in a couple of days' time, but also if you're watching this in the future, so a couple of days' time, that's on the 6th of December 2023. But if you're watching this in the future as well and you want to come to our quarterly planning day, just message me or reach out and we'll give you all the details. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.